Good evening, everyone. Sejanand. I am Dr. Gaurav Sahu, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, SIRT Bhopal. Today, we are here to discuss on the topic isometric view. So, we are having a question on isometric where we will discuss that how to draw a isometric view of any solid. This is a part of engineering graphics first year, and engineering graphics is for all branches. So, let us start with the point. Okay. So here I have taken a question of isometric view of a cuboid, 30 mm side and height 50 mm. So what we have to do, we have to draw the cuboid isometric view whose side is to be considered as base side is 30 mm and height 50 mm. Okay. So firstly, we have to draw the rough base view because whensoever we have to draw the isometric view, it is very important to draw the base view. That should be a rough one. Okay. So draw the x-axis, draw the y-axis, and in between the axis draw the base of any solid which you want to draw. Is that we have to draw isometric view of cuboid. So we will have a base as square, and it is written that side 30 mm, so consider it as base side 30 mm. Okay, so we know that when we are talking about the cuboid whose base side is 30 mm, so the base will be square. So we have to draw roughly a square base. Okay, like if we are having any solid, like we are having a pyramid, a pentagonal pyramid, so the base will be pentagon. So in the same format, like you have to draw two axes, in between the axes you have to draw the base. Okay, so that the base should accommodate between the axes. So you have to draw it on the rough side but with proper dimension. The dimension should be considered and followed properly. So that's why I have said that as the cuboid side 30 mm, side means base side. Okay, so consider it as base side, not as only side. Okay. Then now start with the question. You have to draw the XY line and mark a center O. This center and this center are generally the same point. Okay, this center O of the square and this will be center. This center will be same. Okay, so this line, it is the leftward line from the O, will be uh, symbolizing this line, this axis. Okay, and this on the right side will be symbolizing this, and the angle between this line will be 30 degrees. So you have to mark a center point, and at the center you have to draw the leftward line at the angle of 30 degree as well as the rightward line at the 30 degree. So this is the basic important thing when you are drawing the isometric view, that first draw the x-axis, y-axis, and from a center O, which will be symbolizing this point, draw the leftward line, which will be symbolizing this line, and draw the right one line, which will be symbolizing this line at the angle of 30 degrees. So this is the basic thing which you have to do in every question of isometric whensoever you are drawing the isometric view. So one step has been completed. What now you have to do, on this line you will see that there will be squares. This portion is overlapping on this line, this rightward line. So you have to draw this portion on this line. Okay, so the value of this portion is 30 mm, so you have to draw a line of 30 mm on this portion. You are doing nothing, but you will be mapping this whole square in a form of isometric view on this segment. So how you have mapped, you are seeing that from the O towards right, from the O towards right on this isometric value, you are having a squares portion. So the square portion which is coming on this line will definitely come on this line. So what you have to do, you have to just measure this line length, which is 30 mm, and draw it on over here. Okay, similarly, what you have to do is 30 mm line. Okay, again from the O towards north direction, or you can say towards the left direction, you are having a line. Okay, on which another portion of square is resting on. So you have to draw that another portion too. So you have drawn two portions of square. So what will be a thing is that now you have drawn the two portion of square. This remaining two portion will be signifying the another two side. So we will draw it later on, but as per the question, the height of the cuboid is 50 mm. So these four corners will have the vertical values. So from this point, we will draw a 50 mm side. Again, from center, we will having a 50 mm side, and from this portion, we will having a 50 mm side. So what you are doing is that you are firstly drawing a base. So I have drawn here the two sides of base only, because I will be showing you the hidden lines too. So from the three corners, you have to draw 50 mm line, and the top base will be marked from this side. This side will be parallel to the base, this side will be parallel to the base, and again you will have a top base from this side is parallel to this side, and this side is parallel to this side. So when I was saying that I have left the two lines of base, why I am left those two lines? Because these two lines will be hidden lines. So hidden lines are nothing but you will be drawing parallel to this line to this line, this line to this line. So you will be drawing two parallel lines, but that lines will be in the format of dash dash line. And final line will be this line, because from the backward corner you will have a 50 mm height line, but this line will be overlapped by this portion, and only this portion will be seen. But again it will an invisible line, because this portion is seen hidden by the top lid. So again, if we I want to revise the question, what you have to do is that draw xy line. On xy line, mark point O, draw two lines at the angle of 30°, and this two line will be signifying these two lines. On the left side, you are having a portion of square. You just mark those portion, like on the right word, this portion is here, so you are marking 30 mm portion, okay. And on the left one, you are having the portion, you will mark it, okay. Now you have the choice that either you want to complete the base square, you can complete, or it is very well known that the base square will be hidden, so you can left for the for upcoming steps. So I've left, but still if you want to complete, you can draw this line from here to here, and this line from here to here. So you can see here a rhombus or kite type of structure will be completed on the further step, but I have left it because I know that in this question the base backward line will be hidden off, so I have left it intentionally. So after completing the base, or after drawing the isometric view of this square, you can easily say that the isometric view of a square is a kite shape. The two lines are here, the two lines will be on the backward. So on each and every corner, you have to draw the verticals. That vertical will be signifying the height. So you can see that height from all the corners will be 50-50. Okay, so we have marked the height. Again, there will be a backward corner from the height, but it will be hidden, so I will mark it later on. If we are seeing that this will be a base of bottom, so there will be a base of top also. So we have to draw parallel lines to these lines, like parallel to this line, parallel to this line. Now we have to complete the whole top, because the top will be viewed from the at the angle of 30°. You have marked the top. Now the base thing which I have intentionally left on. So you can easily see that we are having a kite type of structure at the bottom as well as this structure. So dear students, this is how to draw an isometric view of a cuboid. In case of cube, this two portion will be joined. Okay. So the difference which we're seeing in here, in case of cube, these two portion will be joined. So if you want to draw a cube, you will have to follow the same step. You want to draw cuboid, you have to follow the same step, and all other solids which are like cylinder, which are like pyramid. So at that moment also, you have to draw firstly the cube or cuboid as per requirement, and then you will follow the other steps. So cube and cuboid are the basic figures to draw the isometric. Now let us look upon the pencil work. These all the visible lines should be made by HB pencil. Dash line should be made also by HB pencil, because this is actual lines. Okay. The projector line signifying like the way I have marked the projectors for dimensioning line. These projectors should be made by 2H pencil. And this dimension line should be made by H pencil, these dimension line. You can easily say that how I have marked the projector. And this angle should be very much signified. This is the actual answer of your question. And here the base is actually, you have to draw on the rough portion, but you have to draw it in actual. Like the base of cuboid is 30 mm, so you will have to draw the 30 mm box in actual. So this is whole about isometric view. And in our further coming lecture, we will also see another figures also. Thank you very much.